Hey, it's me, Mr. Consistency, back playing everyone's favorite anime, Elden Ring, featuring just a little bit of Dark Souls, as you can probably tell from the title. But before we get to that, I'm going to talk about Elden Ring for a bit. And, man, what can I say? This game was a fucking trip. It was a trip and a half. It was a ride, an insane roller coaster that I could not get off of. And because it was such a journey, because it was such a roller coaster, when I finally did overcome it, it left this like weird, almost hole, almost void in my soul, so to speak. Like after I beat the final boss, I was just staring at the screen. Just staring, just lost. Like what do I do with myself now? This is what this game has done to me. It's like I have, what is it called? What is it, Stockholm Syndrome? Yeah, it's like I have Stockholm Syndrome. Like, I just can't stay away. I actually started a second playthrough of this fucking game. I don't even like this game that much. But I can't stay away. Someone send help, please. But after I did finish the DLC, it was like I still had this weird itch. Like, trust me, I was satisfied. I was happy. I was happy to be done with this bullshit, trust me, but there was, I don't know, there was this weird feeling of like longing to, I don't even know how to describe it, but, and I don't know what it was. I was looking through my games, and I think I was hovering over Sekiro, and I was just looking at it, and I started to think about the other FromSoft games I played, which admittedly isn't a lot. You know, I played Sekiro, which might either be my favorite FromSoft game or second favorite, I don't know. It's a bit of a toss-up between that and Elden Ring. I might place it just a bit above. And then there's Bloodborne. Now, don't string me up for this, but I only got to like the cleric beast before I stopped playing. I'm sorry, but I just couldn't get into it. No hate. Armor Core 6, I haven't touched it, and I don't think I will. And then you have Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3. Now, Demon Souls, they just remade that, so I'll more than likely play it one day. Dark Souls 1, I'm not really hugely interested in, so probably gonna skip that one. Dark Souls 2, I have heard horror stories about, so I'm gonna skip that one entirely. But then you have Dark Souls 3. Heard of bosses like Yorm the Giant, the Soul of Cinders, the Nameless King. Now that could be fun. But if I'm being honest, I was already thinking about picking up Dark Souls 3 because there's a boss in the DLC, you already know him. It's Mesmer, who reminds me of a boss in Dark Souls 3. And I plan on making a little video about that later on, so keep an eye out for that. And so I finally played Dark Souls 3. I know, nearly 4 minutes into the video and we're just getting to the title discussion. But what was my experience like? And well, hey, listen, it's still a Souls game at the end of the day, so we all know what happened. It was not without its trials and tribulations. But honestly, even with that being said, I still feel like I steamrolled this game. To be honest, it felt like if you took Goku from the Buu Saga and threw him back in time to Namek, I was bullying motherfuckers for the most part. And I think that has to do a lot with the way that Elden Ring and Dark Souls are kind of designed, so to speak. You know, for the most part in Dark Souls 3, it felt like the enemies will kind of mostly say, well, I should say the bosses will kind of sit there and let you hit them. And you're mostly just waiting for an opening for you to attack. Yeah, in DS3, they'll throw out maybe 1 or 2 combos here and there, and then they'll have a very clear punish window. That's your time for you to attack. In Elden Ring, they don't do that shit at all. The bosses don't stop attacking until you're dead. They don't, it's more so you have to find or create an opening in Elden Ring. So kind of having that sense going back to Dark Souls 3, most of the bosses weren't really that bad, and I have to stress that. most of the bosses weren't that bad. A couple of them triggered some PTSD in me from having played the Shadow of the ERDTREE DLC. The DS3 vets probably already know which one, or kind of which two, but it's really the one. It's really the one. No, 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 no! Wait, 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 wait! Wait, 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 wait! Quick, how many looks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? You all know? Well, I don't know either. Even with my phone right next to me, I'm not about to look it up. But I do know how many runs it takes at Pontiff Sullivan before you go insane. Exactly 37,000. No, but seriously, the devs, they were on one for this boss. I don't know what they were on. I don't know if they came in and they had a bad day or something, but they were on one for this boss. And they knew they were. Because guess what? You can have up to 3 summons for this boss, effectively turning this fight into a 4v1. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that is the most summons you can have for any boss fight in the entire game. I could only ever get 2 of the summons to spawn, but you can have up to 3. I know it might not seem like I'm struggling that much in this gameplay, but this is actually for my second playthrough, where I guess he, for some reason, decided that he was tired that day and wasn't going to be a sweaty tryhard just to get sent back to the gulag 100 freaking times. Because when you die in DS3, America is not there to save you. There is no stake America. So when you die, you don't respawn outside the fog wall of the boss arena. No, you get sent back to the last spawn fire that you were at. So when you do respawn there, you have to fight your way through whatever enemies are in the area just to get back to the boss, just to die again. Okay, this is some bullshit. I didn't fight Rolana for damn near 4 days straight just to finally beat her and then be free of her, just to play another game weeks later where I get bullied by her father and weird sister. What the fuck is this grab? And mechanics-wise, you can definitely tell they're all related. They're fast as hell, they hit like a truck, and you can never actually sure when their combo is gonna end. And sometimes you can't even be seeing shit because of the fire effects. However, where there's a will, there's a way. There's an ancient power, an ancient technique, an ancient tactic that has been passed down through the generations. And with it, you can overcome almost any challenge. It's called jumping. And with it, you can overcome almost any foe, as long as their name isn't Madara or Aizen. But that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching. Bye.